What it do, YouTube? Is Coffee tapping back in, man. And Kendrick Lamar being discussed so much in the news as of late, man. The pop-up show, the beef with Drake, everything that's just, stemming off of that into its own separate threads and storylines and everything. And it's all so deep. I'm going to pin a link to a video below. It'll be in the comments. Click that. I need y'all to go tap into that about Tupac's ring. You know what I mean? Like, so much, like I said, all this stuff with Kendrick, it's so necessary for hip hop, and it's wild what we're see going on. It's an interesting time. But the fact about Pac's ring and it all running so deeper, and like hip hop artifacts and hip hop history and all that, like the Kendrick versus Drake beef is more than just them beefing. It runs real deep, and you can take that thought process and apply it to hip hop and then just other things in life. You know what I mean? Like, it's all so deep again, like I said, and Kendrick is so necessary. Like, I referenced him in my previous video as like a hip hop Jesus, and we're seeing it firsthand right now. Maybe that's not the best metaphor to use based on people's belief and stuff like that, but the point that I'm getting at is just Kendrick is Kendrick, man. Like, he's goated and always will be. So it's all deep, basically, is what I'm getting at, everything, and symbolically and stuff like that. So again, that will be in the comments to the video. Click that link, go check it out. RIP to the GOAT, Tupac. And Drake, what does he really represent? We'll get to that more if you go watch that video. But anyways, we got another interesting discussion here in regards to Kendrick. And you see, this is from Anon. This is his Twitter name. I always say Fluck X. I still call it Twitter. I'm just referencing it as Twitter from now on. I'm not even going to keep saying that about X. Anon, Twitter name @AverageAVGK.enjoyer. He says, Fluck it. Here's Whitney being on Kendrick's music over the years. A thread. 2009. She Needs Me. Kenny's first love song where he describes a perfect woman, unmatched by anyone else, and is loved by his parents. At first, he thought she needs him for happiness, but by the song's end, he can't imagine life without her because she completes him perfectly. So like I was saying, this is what's so great about music and art and all that, and the fact that it all runs so deep with Kendrick, that he is art. He's walking art. You know what I mean? He embodies it all in so many ways. What we're talking about here with Whitney, it hits on that level. But personally, what we just talked about there in that description of, him feeling one way, but by the end of the track, he's realizing, like, he basically can't live without her, and she completes him in no way like any other female ever could. That resonates with me personally, aside from me sitting back and taking in Kendrick's art. Like, that's what's so great about music and about art. It can resonate with you in so many ways, on so many levels. 2009, Determined. Here he talks about how she helped him when he doubted himself. During a chat over KFC, she boosted his confidence, telling him to stay true to himself and not be swayed by the industry pressure. K. Dot admits that without her, he couldn't be who he is today. Then it says, "'Cause I'm always losing self-esteem." She paused the iPhone, then said, "Huh?" I repeated what I said. Then she replied, "Shut up. You know you the best, boy. You gotta keep doing it. But don't forget, when you do, just keep you in it. And never listen to what the industry say. Don't be a typical artist. Be more like Jay, Russell, Barry Gordy, Quincy Jones, Bob Johnson, Sean Combs, L.A. Reid, young black entrepreneurs did what it took to succeed." Yeah. So that's so deep right there, in Kendrick's story, and looking at it all full circle to where he is right now, being appreciated as, in a sense, the hip-hop Jesus. Again, maybe that's not the best example or way to reference, who Kendrick is when it comes to hip hop based on different people's beliefs or whatever, but I'm going to keep running with that because that's what it is. Just like some people called the source previously the hip hop Bible, but this goes way deeper than any of that. I'm just using a metaphor on top of a metaphor. But again, we're looking at Kendrick's personal story, but also it resonates on a personal level. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all can rock with me on this. That anyone that can boost your self-confidence and not just do it for the fluck of doing it, do it because they love you and because they believe in you, that's priceless. And that's a righteous person in your life that you should never let go. Going on, Growing Apart to Get Closer, 2010. In this track, he raps with a somber honesty about the stress he's causing Whitney. Where are we going? We should be slowing down. Where are you going? We should be growing down. That's what she said to me. That place I used to call home is just a bed to me. And we don't even sleep. Neighbors can hear weep. Meanwhile, I'm in these streets with everybody. I'm trying to get it, and she know they got me. I watch her feelings watch me as they staring with the saddest eyes of loneliness, look at each other in the face and barely blink. I try to make it right, but the pen ran out of ink. So if my letters don't reach you, I hope these lyrics in sync. She was in the outro of both King and Wesley's Theory, To Pimp a Butterfly, 2017 Love. Everyone and their mama know that he was talking about her in this song. I don't need to say anything. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where do I even begin? Personally, to me, Kenny made this album for some reason, and it being an apology to Whitney is one of them. Not only was she on the cover, but she was also the main topic. Kendrick focused on her. Here are her vocals in some songs. United in Grief, Father Time, We Cry Together, Mother, I Sober. Before I end the thread, maybe some people maybe some people will come to me and say things like Kendrick still cheated, etc. So I'll say it now. Yes, he did cheat, and I'll never defend his actions, but at the end, it's none of our business. He admitted and apologized to her and told the world of his sins and how he wants to start a new life with her. Still doesn't change that he's wrong, and Whitney, the one that chose to forgive him at the end. Again, it's none of our business. This is just a thread of her being in his music and stuff. So thank you for reading. So man, that's deep, man. Kendrick and Whitney, it all runs so deep. Again, I keep talking about art hitting you in different ways while you take in the story of the artist and think specifically of what they're speaking of and how it makes you feel and, everything that comes with that. But also like our personal journeys on life and what we're going through to come across this just has me feeling all kinds of flucked up, hits me in the feels a million different ways. But I don't know. It's a beautiful thing. Music's a beautiful thing. Kendrick's a dope artist. And that's going to do it for this one. So tap in, hit the comments. Kendrick and Whitney. Shout out to Average, K-Dot Enjoyer with this dope thread. So informative. Let's talk about it all. If you're new to the channel, that's all we do is talk about ish over here. So I always need y'all to be interactive in them comments. I'm very active in there myself. I just want a coffee talk. That's why I did this is to coffee talk it up with y'all, the people. So peace, God bless. Don't forget to click the link to the other video in regards to the late, great GOAT Tupac Shakur. It's Coffee, signing out. K-Dot's the truth. Subscribe, and I catch you on the next one. Peace.